Awesome. Okay. Hello, 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 everyone. I am coming to you today from my bathroom, and joining me today are hello, Teresa, is Teresa and Lynn. So, pardon the latter, but it's the only way I could get the computer up so you could see. All right. And this is all because of Lynn, because Lynn and I were talking about certain things and ways that we keep oils and other things. And so that's how this started. All right. I'm going to just sort of go through and you gals hop in, please. Okay. If you have, other stuff or how you do stuff, let's start with stuff that we all do. Okay. On guard foaming hand wash. It's a must. Okay. I love it, love it, love it. So does Tom. The next thing, I don't know if either of you ever got this is sensitive skin oil that doTERRA came out with limited. And Tom loves this to put on top of his shaved head, bald, shaved, whatever they call it, if he gets a little skin irritation. So this is amazing if it ever comes around again. The other thing is and these bottles, I think you can still get. This says doTERRA Abode Surface Spray, okay? And I love the surface spray. It comes in these little bottles, and all you do is put water in, pour it in, and put water in up to the mark. If you don't have this bottle, there are directions right on this little bottle, this concentrate, so that you can make them. I think it says something like pour this in 9 ounces or something like that. The next thing, Abode also, we used to have a body lotion, okay? I love these containers. So when we no longer have the Abode body lotion, I just put in our spa hand and body lotion. This is unscented. So if I'm going to put an oil on somewhere, I can squeeze a little of this in my hand, for example, and put some deep blue in. Okay. So that's that. The next thing is our wonderful new castor oil. Okay. I have never been a castor oil user, but you can see I just have had this a week and a half. All right. And part of the reason it's down, I'll show you in a minute. But this stuff, I always said, I don't want to use castor oil. It's too sticky. It's too icky. It reminds me of my grandmother, all those things. Okay. This is thick but not sticky, and I don't have a detectable aroma. So it's great for a carrier oil. It not only moisturizes, but it retains moisture, and it's also part of a real well-rounded detox program. So, what do I do? doTERRA had these on the marketplace. Aren't they cute? And I made one and I labeled it. So, skin health castor oil, frankincense, helichrysum, copaiba, and myrrh. So, this is a huge roller.
Oh,
It's 50 ml, 50 ml. So, what I did was I filled it up to about 40, give or take. And then I put 40 drops each of frankincense, helichrysum, copaiba, and I didn't have as much myrrh, so I put 20 drops of myrrh in. Okay, no big deal. They may come out with this again around Mother's Day. They may come out with it on the regular product line. I figured out a plan B because we always pivot, right? So I'll post a Amazon link for one that looks similar. I ordered it. It's a 2-pack and it's still on the slow boat from China. Okay. But I assume that it's very, very similar because this has a stone roller, which is what it's really important. Okay. So you could do anything in here. You could do straight castor oil. You can do any mix you want. And it'd be nice maybe to have multiples. This one may be for skin and one for body. Who knows?
Rainey, I'm going to stop you for a minute. What is the purpose of the stone roller? Why
It
is that
it
so
it
important?
really lays it on smooth. And just like the stainless steel roller on our eye anti-aging eye cream, it's just a really nice application. It's not the same as that stone that we use to smooth things into the skin, the gua sha thing, but it really does make an impact. Plus, we don't need more plastic in our lives. I mean, we already have enough. So I really liked that. It had that stone roller.
Got
Now,
it.
this, I just put some straight castor oil in. I didn't fill it all up. I wanted to see how it works. What is this, you say? Okay, and why? Well, um, our Yarrow Palm serum, the firming serum, comes in this nice pump bottle. So I figured, why not repurpose it so that when I'm using castor oil plain, I can just have a pump because you want it easy. And this opening is big. So pouring a little out is hard. You can put your finger over the top and tip it, but I thought it was a lot easier just to have a roller. I mean, a pump. So now we get into the things that I kind of customized. Okay. The fractionated coconut oil comes in these wonderful containers. Okay. I always buy the pump. It's a lot easier than squirting in. So I empty it out and repurpose it. This, which is I'm just seeing is almost empty, it'll hold 7 15 ml bottles. So the nice thing is when I go to fix my diffuser for the bedroom, I just bring it right in here from the sink and I put a pump or two of this in, and this has adaptive, serenity, breathe are always in there, and sometimes I'll add another. So 2 bottles of adaptive, 2 bottles of breathe, 2 bottles of serenity fills it up pretty good. Okay. The other thing that I like that's convenient is this is a mixture of body oils. So good yummy oils like jojoba oil, almond oil. I have it written down somewhere what's in there. And before we got the castor oil, I would come out of the shower and put a pump or so of this on. Um, and it really made it good. Now when we got the sensitive oil, we also got this body carrier oil, which is lovely. So what I'll probably do is just dump this in there so I don't, this has all those good yummy oils in it. So I may as well use it. Um, the next thing I have, I always use yarrow palm. All right. Yarrow palm is incredible. I put some on the top of my hands. It helps so you don't have grandma hands. It's great in your skincare routine. So I always like to keep that handy in here. The next thing we have, of course, and mine's almost empty also, is Immortelle. There's no bathroom skincare that is complete, in my opinion, without our anti-aging blend. Now, what I do, some people use this straight out of the bottle. It is 100% essential oil. It is not diluted. So what I'll do is save this container and I'll get a new one. I have another container like this and I'll make 3 out of 1. Okay. And I top it off with jojoba oil. So that's the Immortelle. What I normally will do before castor oil was put our hydrating cream on. And then I would put the diluted Immortelle over. All right. Now I alternate between castor oil and the hydrating cream. So that's easy. Also, helichrysum. Gotta have it in the bathroom. Okay. It's great for your skincare, but also if you have a bruise or something that you would like to encourage healing, helichrysum is your baby. If you cut yourself, helichrysum, we call it liquid suture. Okay. Um, Who doesn't want to smell good? So I've got some gardenia in here. These little cuties came in a maybe Mother's Day thing. And so I've rotated through them. There was rose, jasmine, gardenia. And I also here have my fave, which is eucalyptus and serenity. So I put 20 drops each with water, put the water in first because it's dark. Give it a little shake, and before you go out, spray it. People stop me all the time and go, "Oh, you smell so good. What are you wearing?" So that's there. The other things that I always have is blue tansy. All right, I don't know if you can see that label because of the lighting. So blue tansy, I keep blue tansy with a roller top. You can buy these on Amazon. They're similar to doTERRA, but they do leak a little. You can see the blue on my finger from just touching here. So every once in a while, wipe it off. But this is an incredible part of skincare routine. The cosmetic industry has been using blue tansy as its secret ingredient for years and years and years. And it, of course, nothing is fine as ours, but I love to add this on in skincare. The other thing I have in here that I'm always using is, and Tom made this cool label, my eye health, okay, which is originally the eye pressure recipe, but I found that it's great for overall eye health and it really does help with our vision, okay? So this, and you can find the recipe in our group, is lemongrass, DDR prime, frankincense, black pepper, and immortelle. So I like to take the Brother P Touch and do a little label on here. So, and I keep it in my notes too, so you know when you have to refill it. The next thing I keep in here is black spruce. The things I inherited on my mom's side are age spots and a turkey neck, okay? And I'm grateful for every bit of their lives and every bit of their kindness, except those, okay? So, black spruce is something that you want to put on age spots, and it's kept mine down to a dull roar. My grandmother and mom had them very pronounced by my age, and I've kept mine down to a dull roar. The next thing I think you always should have is birch. All right, think of birch for bones, B for B, okay? When I've had things going on in my, for oral surgery, putting in a bone graft for implants, anything that bone related, whether it's in your mouth, your jaw, your body, roll on birch, okay? Birch is amazing. We didn't choose to be able to get birch. Our birch is the only real birch essential oil in the world. They have tested every other one, and normally they test as wintergreen, which is one or two chemical constituents different than birch. So birch is incredible. Think of birch if you've got a broken bone. Think of birch if you tweaked yourself. Think of birch if you cracked a rib. Think of birch for oral, okay? I do put it on my finger and put it on the inside of my bone area. Strictly speaking, it's not marked for internal use, but I'm of the school that every doTERRA oil is pure enough that I can use it whatever way I want. The next thing, this is my, when some people have surgery for this, I won't, but I get droopy top eyelids. And so I created a mixture that tightens that up on its own. And it's peppermint, lemongrass, cypress, and frankincense. And you can tell this has been around a while because before I got smart and got the doTERRA rollers, I would buy these online. Okay, you can see the whole assembly is different. It leaks. It's okay in the bathroom. So if you put this on above your eye, I put it on my finger and then put it on each upper eyelid. Be very mindful not to get it in your eye because the peppermint is pretty pronounced. Um, no bathroom is complete without rose. Not only for skincare, but for wound care and for icky things that grow. Rose is absolutely amazing. I love the rose touch. When I first got the 5 ml of rose, I was told that you can open it on one side of the room and people can smell it on the other. And it's very true. Rose is extremely potent. I know somebody who put, and I won't name her, but put 4 drops of rose in a diffuser when she got the pure rose. And it was like, oh, you know, she was knocked out of the park. All right. The other thing I love is the combination of frankincense and geranium. Okay. This is a go-to. I like to put the stickers on when it's just a couple oils. These are the cap stickers. Frankincense and geranium are both really sweet for your skin. So you want to have that around. Um, the other thing I have up here is I have basil. All right. I keep basil around because I have tinnitus and I have a tinnitus roller here too. But basil is also good to put around your ear and then maybe a wee bit within the ear, not so it's drippy, just what's left on your finger. If you feel like you have swimmer's ear, if you feel like you have an earache, basil really knocks it out well. So we live in Florida, we swim a lot, so I keep this in here. The other thing is tea tree. I mean, we got to have tea tree in the bathroom, right? Anything icky going on, put tea tree on it. All right. It is wonderful. If you get a pimple, and yes, I'm 70 years old and I still get pimples, okay? And I'm proud of it. All right. So just tap a little on and it dries it from the inside out. Have a wound, much, much more effective than peroxide. Maybe use peroxide one day if you believe in it. But peroxide, I don't know the term, Teresa, help me. It's kind of abrasive, right?
It
Yeah.
is, and it can actually harm good tissue.
Mhm.
So a lot of medical facilities have gotten away from the use of peroxide,
Great.
or if you do have to use it, dilute it 50%.
Good to know. Yeah, good to know. So I use tea tree instead, okay, on humans. All right. Um, this is Naoli. All right, Lynn, you're gonna love this. This is an oil that only comes out once in a while, and when it does, please make sure to get it. This is why these limited offer oils are so important. And the only reason they're limited offer is that doTERRA cannot source enough of these oils to sell them. So they're a limited time offer. Remember, they won't source anything and sell anything unless it can be done responsibly. Okay, that means from the growers all the way to us. So Naoli, I learned, if you put a drop on your toothbrush and brush your teeth, it actually, and Lynn, I'm glad you're sitting down, can reverse cavities. Now, friends of mine who have little ones, I don't know about adult cavities, okay? But little ones especially get cavities all the time, it seems like. And I have a friend who has 5 children, and not one, but 3 of them, when they were in their cavity time, use Naoli on a toothbrush. They're not swallowing it, they're just brushing their teeth with that and the toothpaste. And they went to the dentist and then went back in a few weeks, and the cavities were gone. So I can't figure it out. It's beyond me, but that's why I have Naoli in here. The other things I have in here are I love to use jasmine, especially in the evening. Very nice romantic oil. And magnolia, which is a very calming flower. There. Um, And of course, I have my tinnitus roller. So that's a roller that I created. It didn't get rid of my tinnitus, but it certainly eased it. Okay. So it wasn't as loud and as annoying as it was in the beginning. So those are the things that, oh, and I keep here, I always keep the doTERRA Sun Lip Balm. I love this stuff. This is 20 SPF, but I like it just for moisturizing and keeping the lips from drying and cracking out. We have a lot of humidity here, but sometimes we have a lot of wind, and we can get dry lips just like up north. Then there's this little cutie that my friend Lucy gave me. It's one of those things that you push a cotton on top, okay, and it gets the liquid. So what I put in there is our pore reducing toner, okay? I like to use this every day if it's out there and it's handy. You know, if you don't see it, you're not using it, in my opinion, okay? If you've got to dig in a drawer, then you're not using it. So this gets me in that habit. Uh, the other thing that I keep underneath, so I just grabbed it now, is the doTERRA sun products, okay? So the after sun I love, and this is great for hydrating. And the doTERRA body spray and the doTERRA body lotion. But the best is their daily moisturizer. This stuff does not get, you don't feel like you have to scrub it off, okay? Even though it's mineral-based sun protection. And no matter where you live in this country, we need sun protection. I wish I had worn it more as a kid, at all as a kid, but you know, better late than never. So those are the things that I have oil-wise in here. I like both of the toothpastes. I use the Supermint in the morning and the On Guard at night. Now, this Supermint you can tell is, you know, see, it's been squeezed up, right? To get that last bit out, I don't know what you guys do, but I'll shake it down and squeeze some water into there and then shake it around, just a couple tablespoons. What do you guys do to get the last bit out of tubes?
Squeeze
I
like
just,
heck.
yeah, right. I take and roll it on the counter. Like I squeeze it down
Yeah,
the side of the counter with the lid
brilliant.
open.
Yeah, brilliant. So this at least can move around a little bit and I can get that last bit out, but I'm sure we all miss some, right? You know.
Yes.
The other thing I think is important for oral health is to use a good mouthwash. Um, you know, we all use the Listerine and the Scope and all that kind of stuff. This doTERRA mouthwash is incredible, okay? Um, Tom refuses to use it. He does not like the taste of On Guard on a daily basis. Maybe they'll come out with a different flavor sometime, okay? But this is amazing. I've used it even after oral surgery, very gently, right, Lynn? Instead of that
Yeah.
Pirinox or whatever what is that called?
But I don't know, but I think the cinnamon compound in there, I've had oral surgery a couple times now, and you recommended it, and the healing is incredible with that. It
And
feels good, it tastes good.
and so everyone knows Lynn was in the oral health dentistry world for years and years. Um, I don't know
Most
about
of
you,
all,
but
most of
growing
all, you
up, the only reason I would come in and shower is if my mom made me. Okay. Then then as a teenager, I was really not good about doing, you know, washing my face all the time in the evening, you know, yes, in the morning, but not in the evening. This facial cleanser rocks. Okay. I was using it wrong for the until 2 years ago. I thought you just put some in your hand, wet your face, shmooey it around as if it's soap. No. You put this, shmooey it around on dry skin. Let it absorb in a little bit as you're moving it around. Then you wet your fingers and lather it up and then rinse it off. So this has tea tree, old name Melaleuca, that's its scientific name, and peppermint. Okay, love it. Skincare wise, the other thing that I love is this, we were talking earlier, this anti-aging cream. The nice thing about this, our system, is that if it takes more than a couple of minutes, I'm not doing it. And this is all just boom, boom, boom when you have it here at your disposal. Right where you can grab it. What do you guys do in the bathroom? Beside go to the bathroom.
Well, presently I have Deep Blue and Copaiba oils sitting on my countertop um, for my back, along with lotion.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah, because Teresa torqued her back the other day. Yeah. Yeah. And any little tips or tricks that you use to make it simpler in the bathroom?
As far as for that, no, it's just convenient.
Right.
I mean, I just have it sitting out. And that's something recent. So I usually keep all of my oils together in the kitchen in a drawer, but these are in there just easy to grab, um, just because I've been doing it so frequently,
Right.
along with my lotion, because I keep the lotion right there.
Cool. And
Uh,
Lynn, what kind of things are you doing for convenience in the bathroom?
Well, our bathroom does has one tiny little drawer, so it's very uncomfortable to use. I need a new bathroom. I do something different, but I'm looking to incorporate because I make my own goat's milk lotion, so that's what I put on my face and my body.
Right.
Um, I do use some of the various doTERRA oils and mix them with Himalayan sea salt and use them as a scrub. I've used grapefruit a lot and geranium. This time I added some frankincense in there for the skin. Um, but this is the reason why I asked Rainey to go through this because I need ideas. I'm discombobulated and I just recently retired, so I needed to see what she's doing and how I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate some of the doTERRA into products that I make so I get the best of both worlds.
I love that.
Yeah.
Here's one of Lynn's scrubs. Okay,
Yeah.
this I keep in the shower and I just use a wee bit. A little
Yeah.
goes a long
You don't
way
need
and
much.
it's just
Yeah.
so luscious.
Yeah. It's
Um,
used for exfoliating.
yep.
I have very oily skin. It seems to have rebalanced it, but I only use it maybe once or twice a week.
Yep. Yep. I use it about once a week
Yeah.
and it really lasts a long time. The other thing that I have keep in my shower is my healthy hairspray because I was using it multiple times, like once or twice a day, and my hair was growing so fast that I had to cut back. Okay. So I use it now after I've washed my hair. I'll wring it out, spray this around on the scalp and through it, and then comb through with my fingers. And I do that right in the shower so that it's not a big mess at all. Uh,
So is it like a conditioner? Like
no,
does
our
it?
healthy hair
Yeah.
recipe, good question,
Yeah.
Lynn, is a mixture of 9 oils, and it's in the group. Or if somebody's watching this on YouTube and isn't in our group, just hit me up and I'll give you the recipe. But we have a smaller version that's 4 or 5 oils, and the full version is 9 oils. And you mix them with water, and you put 20 drops each in a 2 ounce spray. Mix it with water, give it a little shimmy shake before you use it, and spray it on and massage it in your scalp, and then just run it through your hair. And it actually regrows hair on guys and gals that have balding, and it really, I mean, it's been a
That's
game
cool.
changer for a lot of people. My hair
Okay.
was, I call it stressed out. So, and
Right down to your
emotionally,
hair follicles.
yeah, I was an emotional wreck. So I had to get my hair back to healthy. And then I went to 2 different terrible hair people down here in Florida before I found Kristen, who's the best in the world. Um, and this stuff got my hair back every time. every time, let alone an ongoing problem like thinning, breakage, balding, um, just lackluster. Okay. The other thing in my shower, and I do think that this should be famous, but it's not. This is my shower spray. I use one of the doTERRA continuous spray bottles, which holds 10 ounces. So I fill it up to about here, and it's hard to see. You can peel this off if you don't like purple. I don't care. Okay. I fill it up to about here, and then I put in a squeeze of our cleaner concentrate. And then because we're in Florida and there's little gnats and things that want to come up the drain, I put in citronella, 20 drops, and I'll usually put in 20 drops of tea tree. Okay. And you give it a little shimmy shake and spray around. You do not have to clean the shower. This is the beauty of it, okay? In our shower that was all one piece in the RV, I would just spray it around. Once in a while, I would have to wipe it down, but no massive cleaning, okay? Here, we have tile and grout. I spray this a little more diligently than Tom. Tom sprays every time, but he's quicker. I make sure to go in the corners good, even on the floor and along over the tile, and we don't have to scrub. That's why it should be famous. So it's just one squeeze of cleaner concentrate in there with your oils. The other thing that I love doing is I love to do dry brushing in the shower. So whether you're using MetaPower or now our new Revitazen, or I love Cypress. Cypress is great for circulation, right? And then you take I just put a couple of drops on a little soft dry brush, and I like this one. Some people like the ones with the handle on them. I can reach pretty good, all except maybe this much. So, and then you just dry brush. You can Google it for the direction to dry brush so that you're bringing circulation through your body. And I find I can only handle 1 or 2 drops of oil. Okay, many times I'll do 1 drop and then dry brush for a while and then add another drop for the rest of the body because my skin is very sensitive. But this brush is just so soft and luscious. This one is from Scala, Scala, and I got it on Amazon. Easy peasy. Yeah, so any ideas that you're coming away with, Lynn?
No, just that I need to set up more things. I think it's helpful to see how people use products and what they're using. For a while, I had lavender in the shower because my scalp was itchy, and I would add it into my soap
Right.
and and I found my hair grows like crazy.
Well, rosemary's the same way. Some
Yeah.
people add lavender and rosemary. Like you put your shampoo in your hand, add a drop of each, smooth it, and put it in.
Yeah.
Your hair grows like crazy. This little holder thing, move my crap out of the way. This holder thing that's here is for lipsticks, I think, and other stuff. And I got it years ago when we moved in, either at like Home Goods or TJ Maxx, one of those kind of stores where they have a section of those things. The only thing you have to be careful of because it's acrylic is if you put a bottle in here and it's dripping at all, it will leave a mark in there, but who cares, right? But that's helpful. The other thing is that I like in our line is this Tom loves the body wash. Loves it. Okay. I like the body wash very, very much. I use Lynn's goat soap more. And then every time I shower, I use our invigorating scrub. This has grapefruit and peppermint in it, and it's an exfoliating scrub for the face, but it isn't harsh. It's very gentle. And that's doTERRA's way of approaching things is, we don't need to bring a sledgehammer out, okay? And we can just over time get the job done. So Teresa, any ideas that you've come away with?
The cleaner.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So the cleaner works good on glass too?
I have not used, well, the cleaner concentrate is great on glass. Okay.
Okay.
So in the kitchen, and we'll do that another time, underneath, I have like this size bottle where I have, I forget what it says, 2, 3 tablespoons or something of the cleaner concentrate and water. And that's what we clean our surfaces with and the glass. All right.
Okay.
Once in a while, when Tom's doing our windows and stuff, he uses a soap and then a squeegee,
Mhm.
on the windows on the outside and stuff. But inside mirrors and things like that, I find that the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate is amazing for that.
So for the bathroom, because I have a lot of uh, I have a solid glass. So I wipe my here I'll walk in there. I wipe the shower down.
This is my dream come true. See, I'll show you mine, you show me yours. I love this.
I wipe it down. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. All right. I don't know. So I've got lots of grout
Uh-huh,
Mhm.
and the solid glass. I wipe it down
right,
every time. And then the countertops are stone. Can you use it on its quartzite? Can you
right.
use the cleaner on?
We do, yes. This in here, in our kitchen is quartz, and this is granite in here, and we use it on all of it.
Okay. Okay.
And then
Perfect.
the parts of your shower that get more of your showering products on it.
Right. Like the
Rinsing.
I take my towel and every time I use the shower, I wipe the glass, I wipe the entire inside down.
Right,
It takes a couple minutes, but it keeps the water spots off.
right.
And
Now,
that way
our
it
tile is not honed and shiny like yours.
well, it has it's not shiny, it's a stone, but
Okay,
it has a sealant on it.
well, I would try just the shower, I think I put it away, the shower spray. And then on the door, you can spray the shower spray and then you can just squeegee instead of having to wipe.
Yeah, okay. And I have a squeegee in here
But I
too.
would try it and see if you get, I don't know, because on our glass does not get wet when we shower.
Yeah.
Oh, my glass does.
Door
Yes.
does. Yeah.
So I don't know about water spots, if you know what I mean. If we get a little bit, here, I'll show you here. If we get a little bit at the base,
Mhm.
Okay.
then once in a while we'll go over with the cleaner concentrate, on a
Oh,
rag.
okay.
Um,
Okay.
there, but
Because
I would try the cleaner concentrate spraying and see if it leaves water spots.
okay.
And I like the fact that there's On Guard cleaner concentrate on the surface working as it's drying in. I don't wipe the tiles.
And it's just a cleaner concentrate. That's what it's called.
On Guard cleaner concentrate, it comes in a bottle about yay high.
Okay.
And it is by far one of my favorite product. You can use it, of course, to test areas, but I've used it to spot remove or just our On Guard laundry soap to spot remove. I've used it in a bucket when I mop floors. We have a steamer now, so I don't use that. But
Okay.
at the windows, it's good. The surfaces, it's good. Our countertops, we use it day in, day out on the countertops. Either the abode, okay, that concentrate
Uh-huh.
in the sprayer, or we alternate between that and the On Guard.
Okay.
So when we're doing the counters out there and
Yeah.
in here or the mirrors, it's just the cleaner concentrate and water.
But inside your shower, it's just a cleaner concentrate.
I put in that, let me get it, in this. continuous spray holds 10 ounces, okay? And
Right.
because it's one of those that sprays continuous, it has a bladder here or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't fill it up top, okay? I fill it to about here,
With cleaner concentrate?
no, with
Oh,
water.
oh, with water.
And I
Okay.
do a squirt of cleaner concentrate, tablespoon, whatever it is. I'm not sure, okay?
Okay.
And I put, because we're in Florida, I put citronella
Oh, that's right.
and tea tree in.
Okay.
And that's what I clean our shower wall. I spray on our shower wall, shower floor. The
Okay.
mirror, you'll have to report back. I mean, the glass, you'll have to report back to us on and let
Okay.
us know um,
Yeah.
what technique works.
Okay. I'll give that a try and see.
What are you thinking, Lynn?
I'm the same way as Teresa with the shower, so I'm going to flip. My mind is racing a little bit forward because as you're talking about this, Teresa, I just retired
Yes.
and I want to clean out all chemicals in the house. So I'm looking to replace them with anything I can use that's doTERRA. So I've done the laundry area, but now I need to clean through everything, and I have dogs. So when I'm listening, I'm like, okay, stuff works on granite, it works on quartz. If it works on glass, that's great too. I want to be able to. My husband has a gazillion of the antibacterial wipes. They might unfortunately get lost somewhere as I replace with spray stuff.
Right.
But I want to get that chemical load down. So, Rain, even though you're talking about the bathroom, there might be other areas that we can accentuate. It can be used in the kitchen. Uh,
Exactly.
my toilet area is
We use it
one.
in the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
we don't buy any harsh toilet bowl cleaners. Tom's in charge of toilets, okay? But what he does is he'll take the toilet brush, put a little bit of the cleaner concentrate on, swish around, clean under, do whatever, and it, gets sudsy in the bowl. You can
perfect.
even clean in the tank with it. The nice thing about the cleaner concentrate is if you do the floor or do anything else, and a dog licks it or lays on it or walks on
Yes.
it, and then
Yeah.
licks their paws, they're not gonna have, or a
Perfectly.
cat, they're not gonna have an adverse effect.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
love my
perfect.
deep
It's really
cleaner.
a one stop for
Right.
everything.
It
And I
That'd be
is,
assume you're
great.
using it in your sink and everywhere around and across your faucets and everything.
right.
Yeah.
No, 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 it's great.
Perfect.
And yeah, and I don't even worry about I remember people thought I was goofy when there was a sale where you could get the On Guard cleaner concentrate, like, I don't know, whatever, 25% off. So I
Mhm.
bought a half dozen
I
because I
did
knew
that
it was
last
an
year.
easy. Yeah,
Yep. But I need to incorporate it more.
right, right.
Yep.
But I think just as a parting shot, I think it's important. I used to keep all my oils in boxes, and I have stuff in boxes in my office, okay, that's extra or that I don't use all the time. But anything I'm using, whether it's here, the bedside, the kitchen for doing my daily oil shot and doing our diffusers, okay?
Hmm.
My office for diffusers or things to, help focus. Um, I like to have them sitting out, okay? So, I obviously I have extra stuff out here, but it doesn't bother me to have stuff neatly sitting out as long as it's a
Mhm.
folder or container, and so I know where it is.
Well,
I
it's nice to see how you organize everything here and
right. If
what
it's not
containers you're
sitting
using.
out, then I'm not using it. I need that habit stacking.
Yep. And that's what I need. That's why I asked you to do this because
Yeah,
I have everything neatly put away and I need to start incorporating it.
yeah, yeah.
I have mine when I did the kitchen.
Mhm.
I went to Walmart because my kitchen is set up different. I have more drawers.
Oh, good.
Well, it's it's cabinets that close. The doors close, but then it opens with drawers. So I went to Walmart And I just bought a bunch of different, I found clear plastic, kind of like, it looks like what you have on the counter. It's just clear. But I bought all different sizes, and they're lightweight. Some of them were tall, some of them were shorter. And I brought those home, and then I just started putting my stuff away and I started organizing it that way. Some of it I had to take back. I just bought different sizes to see what would work and what
Sure.
didn't. But I have all my lids in one, and I was able to organize everything in the drawers, and some of them are stackable.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. At one point, I think it was last year's marketplace, I bought a drawer organizer from doTERRA that the bottles sit at just an angle. So when you open
Oh,
the drawer, you can read them. And
oh,
they don't fit in the height of my drawers. Guess you're gonna get them. I'm gonna give them to you, a couple of them.
oh, all right.
Bonus.
Bonus. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
No, that's great. And, thanks for sharing and everything. So I think that the drawer idea is great as long as you use it. So, for example, if I was making coffee and there's a drawer there,
Hmm.
I think that I would habit stack and know to pull that drawer open and get whatever I needed out of there. My VMG, maybe oils for a shot, those kind of things. Otherwise, here we have cabinets and not as many drawers. So
Yeah.
that's why, and you'll see when we do the kitchen, I have the VMG and stuff in a nice holder sitting out right by the coffee maker.
Okay.
So that it's convenient, it's fast,
Yeah.
and I don't forget.
Good talk.
Yeah.
You know. So that works out really, really good. Cool.
Good. Cool.
All right, ladies, I
Thank you
love
for
you
the
both.
tour.
This is good. Yeah, we'll do another room.
Okay.
On to
Thanks.
the
Great idea.
kitchen, right?
Yeah, really.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Janie.
All right. I love you guys and everybody else in our group. Happy oiling. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just hit me up and I will give you information. I'll post the links in our group for like this, the Amazon version and things like that so that people can
Cool.
grab them. Cool.
Great.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care, you guys. Have a good
Bye
one.
now.
Bye.
Bye.